let's look at some sums that are written out as sums and kind of translate what they're asking us for. On the first one, look that our sum starts at 1 and it ends at the 2000th number. So remember what the formula says. If we want to add up the first 2,000 numbers, it means I need to have the first number and I need to have the 2000th number. We'll take those two and add them up and divide by 2, take an average, and then we'll multiply them by however many numbers we were adding up, which is 2,000 numbers. Okay, well, we know what the first number is. The first number means we just need to plug in our k equals 1, meaning plugging in 1 for k. If you do that, you're just going to get a sub 1 equals just the number 1. Yay. So we've got the first term. The problem is finding the 2000th number here. Well, let's go ahead and figure out what a sub 2000 is. Remember the formula says to start out with the first number, a sub 1, which is, we just said, 1. So we'll start out there. A sub 1 is 1. And it says to take n minus 1. Well, if we're looking for the 2000th number, n minus 1 is actually going to mean 2000 minus 1, which is going to be what? That's going to be 1,999. Well, times what? Our common difference. Well, to figure out what our common difference is, we need to know what the sum looks like. Well, our sum takes each number and just adds them up. So it starts with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Well, the common difference is just how to get from one number to the next. Well, notice, what are you doing to get from one number to the next? You're just adding 1. So your common difference, D, is just 1. So let's use that. Our common difference, D, is just 1. So our D is 1. Remember that D of 1 gets multiplied by that n minus 1, that 1999 times your 1 is 1999. Then added to the 1 from the first term gives us back to being 2000. Now let's go back to our formula. What does your formula say? Your formula says take the first number, a sub 1, which is 1, and add it to the 1000th number, which we just said was 2000. It says add them up and divide by 2, average them, which would be 2001 divided by 2, not pretty. But don't forget, what are you also doing? You're multiplying by the number that was out in front, the 2000, because we were adding up the first 2000 numbers, which is 2000 over 1. And remember, we can reduce, though. We've got a 2,000 over 2, which will reduce to being 1,000. So actually what we're multiplying is 1,000 times our 2001, which basically just adds an extra 3 zeros. So the 2001 times 1,000 gives us 2,001,000. It just tacks on those 3 zeros from the 1,000 here. And that's our final answer for the sum of the first 2,000 numbers in this series. Second to last one here. Again, let's take a look at this next one.